Giants signed quarterback Daniel Jones to a 4-year contract just before the tag deadline yesterday. Our Jonathan Jones confirms it's worth $160 million up there to stay at the quarterback at NY. Running back Saquon Barkley, meanwhile, received the non-exclusive franchise tag, meaning he could negotiate with others there. But the tag, of course, is worth $10 million. So still a handsome reward there for RB1. But when we're talking Danny Dimes, he's more like Danny Dollars now with that new contract. But take a look at the numbers in 2022. Of course, Brian Daboll coming from Buffalo. They were hoping for that Josh Allen effect. The numbers in the top 10 when it comes to completion percentage, rushing yards, game-winning drive, tied for second. The turnovers were the bugaboo for him in 2019 and 21. It was third most all time, but as you can see there, the fewest just last season. Here's Daniel Jones talking, of course, to the media today about his contract and, of course, looking in the future there with the G-Man.
Yeah, I mean, there's several really, key components to it. And I think, going in, it wasn't really one thing or the other. I think it was, the overall deal and how it, worked together and how they balanced each other out. So I don't think there was one thing that was, overridingly more important than the others. I think it was more about the balance of the deal and putting all those things together in the best way we could.
And just how did negotiations work for you? I mean, obviously, I don't think you were sitting down at the table with Kevin and Joe, but how did the communication work as far as you with your agents, obviously new agents? Just can you take us through what that process was like?
Yeah, I mean, I was certainly communicating with them a lot and talking to them, getting updates after their conversations with the Giants and I was keeping pretty close touch with all of that, and I thought they did a great job.
Thanks.
Paul Schwartz.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Good. Congrats. Was there ever a point where you thought it might not get done? And Joe Shane told us last week that he saw you in the facility on Monday, and he kind of told you this is your first negotiation. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Did it get worse before it got better?
I mean, yeah, I think, it's my first time going. A lot of, there's an emotional component to it, as well. And we went up to the deadline as you know, but it was good. I think there was probably some points where, you had more confidence and some points of time when you had less confidence, but it was always, I wanted to find a way to work it out. And that was the goal. It was very much my mindset. And, I'm glad we did. I'm, thrilled to be back.
And I have one more for you. If obviously your contract is your contract and, you're entitled to go for as much as you can, but how cognizant were you of what you get maybe takes from others, and that you and Saquon in some ways were we're linked here as far as franchise tags and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, when, in a situation like this, you're, trying to do what's best for you and your family while also balancing, being part of a team and understanding the goals and the vision that we have as a team and as an organization. And that was certainly important to me throughout the deal. And I think we found a way to do both those things and to do it the right way for both sides. So yeah, that was certainly important to me. And yeah, so, I mean, Saquon, I've said he means a ton to me as a teammate, as a friend, and means a ton to us as a player. So certainly I won't talk about his business, but that was a piece of it too.
Thank you.
Ed Valentine.
Hey, Daniel, there have already been this morning a couple of columns that said, oh, Daniel's paid like a franchise quarterback. Now he needs to prove that he is one. Do you feel any added pressure, added responsibility now with the new deal?
I mean, I think, I certainly feel, I've always felt that responsibility and playing this position, especially for a team like the New York Giants in this city, you have that responsibility and I take that very seriously and it certainly doesn't change. And I certainly do feel that. And it's my goal to earn that, every day and in the off season while we're preparing for the season. And then when we get to the season, doing my best and preparing this team to win games and to put us in a position to do that. So, I take that responsibility very seriously.
Thank you.
That responsibility, by the way, $82 million guaranteed in that 4-year, $160 million contract going to the pocket of Daniel Jones. Here's the highest paid quarterbacks AAV. As you can see, of course, Aaron Rodgers still the top dog at $50.3 million a year. But Daniel Jones at T7 there, tied for 7 with between interesting guys here. Josh Allen, who was considered an MVP candidate last season. Then Matthew Stafford, of course, who won the Super Bowl not too long ago. That's where you find Daniel Jones at $40 million. So if you don't think he's a franchise quarterback, he's definitely paid by one or paid as one up there in New York.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.